painless mess. Monty Mathis, the Mavericks assistant coach and defensive coordinator, which, by the way, is something, it's not a term that I don't think has been around forever, but you guys have used it here for a couple of years. You like that, defensive coordinator?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely tells you what your role is and what you're doing. Rick came up with that a couple years ago when Dwayne was here, and he wanted Terry to handle the offensive stuff and Dwayne to handle the defensive stuff, so I've just kind of stepped into his role since he's gone.
Then as a guy who, when you were in your younger days, was quite an athletic star. I don't know if the world knows that, but you were.
I don't know about that.
No, I mean, didn't you big-time baseball player, right?
I played baseball, basketball, football, so a little bit of everything.
Your dad was an umpire?
Referee.
Referee, I'm sorry, right. And then, how far did you go in baseball?
Just A ball. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just professional baseball.
And then they gave me my pink slip, and I turned into a coach.
And then we've seen you handle the ball in practice. In fact, that's on YouTube somewhere. Kevin shot it. It's you and Corey Brewer.
Right.
You're doing a ball handling drill with him, and he's not quite keeping up with you. So it's impressive stuff.
Yeah, I like doing those with all the guys, and they like doing them, and it's a fundamental that guys got to work on.
Let's talk first about Denver, and one of the philosophies I know going in, every time you play a team like that is an up-tempo team, is if you guys can handle defensive transition, you can win the game just based on that.
Right, and that's one of our main principles of, hey, we need to get them in a half-court game where we can play 5 against the ball and work our principles, and our game plan, and tonight's game plan was to trap and blitz Ty Lawson and try to take him out of the game, and we put our stopper, Sean Marion, on him, which he is our stopper right now. We've done it with Rubio, we've done it now with Lawson, we did it with Chris Paul, and he has stepped up to the task, and he's maybe added a couple years on to Jason Kidd's career.
Can we agree that what you're doing with Marion and what he's doing, that's unorthodox stuff?
Absolutely. He's a 3-man, he's a 4-man, really. But he's a guy that's athletic enough, and he's got the heart to be a defensive stopper, and he wants to do it, and he takes the challenge every time. Every time we give him, hey, this is a guy that you got to stop for us. His heart is in it, his mind is in it, and he helps the whole team by taking on those responsibilities, whether it's a point guard, whether it's a 2-man, 3-man, like he did in the finals last year with LeBron or Dwayne. He's our guy, and he's stepping up every time. How
outrageous is it that Sean Marion's never made All-NBA defense, first or second team? I don't know if you know that or not.
I did, and I don't know how the voting goes. I don't know who does the voting. All I know is he should be. From the inside, knowing him and knowing what he does for our team, he should absolutely be on the team.
Monty Mathis, you guys talk a lot about in the player stuff about principles, defensive principles. We know that our man Del Harris, he put in some things into the playbook when Nelly was here, but now there's been a couple of different generations of defensive coordinators, if you will. What are the defensive principles here that don't change?
Well, one main principle is we want to have 5 guys connected and always in a help position to help the guy that's guarding the ball. It's guard your man, and we want 4 guys creating a pack that can help that guy if he gets beat. Because we know in the NBA, you can have the best defender like a Sean Marion guarding somebody, and sometimes that guy's going to get beat. Now, what are your principles as far as who rotates, who helps, how do you help the next helper, and scramble principles after that.
Are there statistical goals, too, that you're trying to meet?
There's not exact statistical goals. We love to hold the opponent, 42% field goal percentage or lower. We definitely have a goal of not allowing more than 12 fast break points in a game, which is a big part of our defense.
Points per possession, is that something?
No, 12 points for the game.
Okay.
That's a goal.
Fast break points.
Fast break points.
And then is there a points per possession goal too?
There's not exactly a points per possession goal, but we know during the game, how we're going, and we definitely want to hold a team under 100 points. We know if we can hold a team under 100 points, our offense can get us there for the win.
And then, Monty, final thing for you on center play. Tyson Chandler leaves here, and that's a defensive player of the year caliber guy. It says something about the talent, but I think it says something about the coaching too, that you've replaced him with this guy, that guy, whoever, and the job's getting done by Brendan Haywood and the rest.
Yeah, Tyson was a great defensive player, and I think our guys have taken it to heart that, hey, everybody needs to step up. Brendan Haywood has been terrific this year. He has stepped up at the 5 spot. Our pick and roll coverages, our post coverages have not taken a step back one bit. with him, and everybody else is kind of taking it to heart as, hey, we still got good defenders here. We still have a good system here, and I think we got some good coaches too to help everybody out.
Monty, we're glad you picked basketball over baseball.
Oh, thanks.